'Cause I'll never give up, no, I'll never give in. No matter how much toxic poison lies beneath the shiny throne. Oh no, no, I'll never give up. I'm moving on, no, I'll never give up. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'll never give in. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, I'll never give up. No, 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 no. And I don't care wherever I go. I'll never give up. And then we try to live with the pain, but we found it can't stay the same when they got hate in our heart. And they just don't look at me, wanna tear me apart. So I say no, 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 no to you. And I don't like anything you do, and I'm not ever gonna look back. 'Cause I'm moving on, 'cause I'm moving on. It's okay to say goodbye to the pain, and we go inside and we stay sane, and we know what we know, and we know what we ain't. The only reason I can carry on is 'cause I'm moving on. 'Cause I'm moving on. Yeah, no, no, I'm moving on. Just to keep moving, oh, I'm moving on. Oh, to keep moving, I'm moving on. Ooh, yeah. When you work too hard and then you get home late, you can't get past this current state. When the walls come down and then you let things in, and when it all goes wrong, it's like you just can't win. Say, oh my day, oh, and I'm on my way, oh, day, oh my day, oh, I'm on my way. Hey, love and understanding don't have to be that hard. If you can understand me, we'll never fall apart. Listen to the rhythm going in everything you do. If you can understand me. So baby, go in the background waiting. Just pay attention. You just got paid, so let's go release some tension. And when you just don't see it, what's going down? When you wake up quick, ooh, you got to fight your let's say, oh, my day, oh, and I'm on my head, oh, and day, oh, my day, oh. To love and understanding don't have to be that hard. You can understand me, we never fall apart. Listen to the rhythm in everything you do. If you can understand me, to love and understanding, that's what it's talking about. Love and understanding, love and understanding. Oh, listen to the rhythm going in everything you do. If you can understand me, then you can love me too. Talking about the love and understanding, to love and understanding. Ooh, yeah. Love and understanding. Just listen to the rhythm going in everything you do. You can understand me, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I take my heart tonight, will you just turn and walk away? But if I take that chance right now, will tomorrow you stay? So I should keep this to myself and never let you know that I could fall in love with you, baby. Oh, I could fall in love with you, baby. I can only wonder how touching you would make me feel. Oh, but if I take that chance right now, tomorrow, will you let me still? So I could keep this to myself. Oh, never let you go. I could fall in love with you, baby. No, I could fall in love with you. Oh, baby, no, I could fall in love. I could fall in love with you, baby. Oh, I could fall in love with you. I only wonder how touching you would make me feel. But if I take this chance right now, tomorrow, will you love me still? So I should keep him to myself and never let them know. But I could fall in love. Oh, baby, I could fall in love. I could fall in love. I could fall in love with you, baby. So I could fall in love with you, baby. And when the day comes, I go crazy and thinking about it constantly, baby. You make all my dreams come true, and you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Yeah, oh, when the day comes, I'm going crazy, thinking about us constantly lately. You don't know of the pain you cause, but love me just as much and enough. Well, but oh, when the day breaks, I go crazy and thinking about you constantly lately. 'Cause you make all my dreams come true, and you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Underneath the moon. Underneath it, when the day comes, I go crazy in the one about you constantly lately. You make all my dreams come true, and you live by the light of the sun underneath the moon. Tell me how you hurt me, baby. Oh no, you don't even have to say a word. You don't wanna drive me crazy, no. You tell me that I'm acting like a girl. You know, I can't hold back. Oh, when I feel bad, when you can see it easily. You know that I can't change it. No, I know you can't change it. Do you know what it means? I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Just tell me how can I hold back? How can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flame. Hey, how can I put this, baby? Yeah, how can I explain? Yeah. You don't wanna see me angry. No, I don't wanna have to hold this within. I'm not gonna leave my baby. Oh, and you're gonna know how hard it's been. Cause you know, I can't hold back. Oh, and I feel bad. And now you can see that easily. Oh, I know I can't change it. I know that you can't change it. So do you know what it means? It's time to explain. And I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Oh, tell me how can I hold back? How can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flame. So how can I put it, baby? And how can I explain? Can I explain? How can I explain? How can I explain? How can I explain? How can I explain? Can I explain? So you don't wanna leave me angry, cause you're not gonna wanna have to hold that within. Not gonna leave my baby, just so you know. You're about to get in prison, and I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Just tell me how can I hold back? Can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flames. So how can I put it, baby? How can I explain? And I wanna scream when it hurts like this. Just tell me how can I hold back? How can I refrain? I wanna douse out the burning flames. How can I put it, baby? Tell me how can I explain? Yeah. And how can I explain? Yeah. How can I explain? Fucking idiots. Sorry. Oh, 0 people are watching. That's really good. Thank God 0 people are watching this. Wow, it just gets more blatant every second. Every second. Oh, God. Wow. What about the conspiracy with the PR firms for lawsuits? Seems like there's an unfair advantage on of the press for the law firms. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's not a quip. That's a fact. A fact. A fact. That law firms have access to PR groups that you as a citizen are not allowed to use. You know why I know that? It's because I was in federal court with a lawsuit, and I got called by a woman who does PR for this company. And I asked her, well, how can I hire you? And she said, oh, we only work with law firms. I thought, geez, that would have been so useful if I had a law firm. But I don't have a law firm. And she was polite and listened to my story, and I think somewhere in that conversation she understood that there was some really corrupt behavior going on. I do think this woman was smart enough to know that, but I don't know if it's her fault. I do know it completely shows how I can go. I'm destroying Google in court, not just getting by. Like, I've destroyed them in federal court and superior court, and I fucking destroyed the superior court in federal court. So it's over. I already did it. You're all busted, or you're in a massive, massive conspiracy, right? Where you're fixing everything. Right? Right. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what you are doing, and that's why you lost your last antitrust suit, Google. And the fact of the matter is, Susan Wojcicki deserves prison time, as does the current CEO. The current CEO should go to prison for 20 years. 25, 30. Honestly, I don't care if he goes to life. I don't care. And that's no joke. That's no joke at all. And you guys can sit there and laugh from your thrones that you don't have, and wear the crowns that are fake and plastic and break. And you can literally say goodbye to what you had for so long, which is what? Authority. Essentially, that's all you've had. And your authority has been reclaimed, bitch. Yeah, I can talk like I'm in a movie, but it's still serious. And I know you're watching this because your life is, as a company, is at stake. But that stake has been claimed. It's over. YouTube, I'm serious. Goodbye. The whole board right now. Goodbye. All of them. Every fucking one. The courthouse. The Beverly Hills courthouse. Oh, yeah. Bye. Bye, 207. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. It was nice knowing no it wasn't. There was a clear conspiracy to obstruct justice that I detected so many times. 5 to 10 more, maybe. Those are each felonies, you fuck. You fucking jerk. Honorable judge nothing. You're not honorable. You're a criminal, and you're not protected by immunity. Why? Because when you chose to break the law, you were not immune. God, the concept of immunity is for people that are good and make a fucking mistake, not for you to run a crony conspiracy. Michael Whitaker, you fucktard. Not honorable. Not honorable. Dishonorable. I knew you were a criminal the second I saw you. And not your picture, by the way. The second I went to court and I saw that you really ruled against me when I have so much evidence that it is 100 pages long. And you didn't reference any of it. And your clerks were in conspiracy to obstruct justice. 2 of them, at least, I know for a fact, because I saw them conspire before my very eyes when I tried to file a motion. And so, and then as, oh, what about the writ of mandate they ignored for a week? And you want to know something about Google? How much more do you want me to say, boys? Huh? Before you come in with some fucking offers and you stop. Like, seriously. No more fighting. I'm not fighting you. I'm telling you what is what. As a citizen of this country, I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to invoke the law. And I invoke the law. There's no law that you can put to say that you can't invoke the law. It's a dubious, unethical law. If that isn't the case, which happens all the time. They distinguish and clarify law. So the new law has to be, you can't act criminally. YouTube has acted with so much criminality that, frankly, they are a RICO cyber stalking operation. For a fact. That's a fact. That is 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 a fact. YouTube is a gang stalking operation. Yes. You heard that right, folks. That's what they are. Right now, in their current iteration, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And you know what? Why? Why? Why would you gang stalk people? Huh? What did it have to do with Game Check? Huh? That would have given you some incentive to fucking let me get gang stalked, wouldn't have, Google? This is going to be a jury trial, most likely, or a big fat confession from you and a declaratory judgment against you. Because contrary to reports, I don't give a fuck about your money. I want justice. And you think you can do this to me? Google, your company, thinks that you can gaslight me like this. Okay, well, okay, go ahead and do it. I'll just keep filing lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. No. I am going to be filing lawsuit after 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 lawsuit. And every lawsuit I file in pro per, meaning for my own, on my own support, on my own guidance, my own counsel, I'm going to sue every fraudulent operation in America that is operating in California at the very least. I bet I can find quite a few. Yeah, I do. I think I could find quite a few if I tried. The renewal, those auto renews. Yeah. So how many dollars, millions of dollars, do you think you guys have made on those kinds of like where you just get someone in and it renews, and it's not even something they've used in 2 or 3 months? Huh? Oh yeah, like all of your money. Oh yeah. And then what's the inflation rates and markups that you put on? Okay. And what do you pay your workers? Oh, okay. Nothing. Oh, what do you pay yourselves? Oh, everything and more. Oh, you pay yourself more than everything, huh? Yeah, because you are more than everything, aren't you? No, you're not. You're not. And you're hurting way too many people, and I'm here to tell you that you are. And it's time for you to take a hike, and you're going to get sued anyways, so it doesn't matter what you say. You can't win. You can't win if the facts ain't there. Not on my watch. That goes for you too, the Bar Association. You fucking creeps. Oh my God. Every fucking judge, even, there's Judge Kronstadt of District Court taught me more about law than anybody. He gave me true insight when he denied or accepted my motions. And he was correct. I could not argue federal jurisdiction. When I brought YouTube in, I couldn't do it. I didn't know how to. By the time I got to Superior Court, I understood the concept of jurisdiction. And let's just say I have it in spades, like with case law. U v. Yang. There's also Zahia versus Superior Court, which the judge used against me. I mean, I'm gonna puke because it was such a corrupt ruling that should be a felony. That is like a corrupt ruling. I know it is. I know he shouldn't have even ruled. He should have recused himself when I said he was biased November 11th. And here's your fucking problem, is that you don't understand that I get it. You think you can just outsmart me or something. You really do. Google. I'm not talking to anybody I'm not talking to any person right now. No individual. I'm not even really invoking any. I'm talking about the company. Google. They think that they can act like an authority figure with no backing or substance in them whatsoever. None. None. Their operations are dangerous, self-aggrandizing, and they lack any humanity. Any. And that is true. They're a death cult. I mean, I should show you. Like, and also, like, do they think that I couldn't learn law? I mean, I know 3 languages. I can learn law. It's just a language, for fuck's sake. Here's a fraud assessment for YouTube. This is a fraud assessment that I did, guys. Yeah, you might want to read this. I asked Connor Tucker if he wanted it. And you know what he said? I don't think he said anything. I don't think he responded. Okay, so fraud assessment for YouTube, document 50-1 by plaintiff Todd Michael Schultz in case number 223CV03452JKMRWX, little x, v. YouTube, Michael Thompson, and Gregory Holmes. So on page 30 of document 5-1, which is an exhibit, to paraphrase, they say, you can't steal other people's content without permission. Fact, Mr. Thompson did. That's a fraudulent claim. Misuse of any reporting on page 28. Misuse of any reporting, flagging, complaint, dispute, or appeals process by making groundless or vexatious claims or frivolous submissions. So that indicates to you that they care about the reporting. And I reported this many times, like over a dozen times. Most likely, yeah. I mean, I reported it with words, excessive words, and it kept going. And I was caught. So there's something called promissory estoppel, which means that if their contract, if it's supposed to protect you and you end up getting hurt because you believe those promises, then that's a tort, meaning you can sue if they didn't do what they promised. So you can also sort of sum up everything they write and So in the next page 22 says, in its sole discretion. YouTube is saying it's in Google's sole discretion to make decisions on whatever, whatever happens, whether they take it down or whether they don't. So what is YouTube's sole discretion, right? Like, what is it? What is one reasonably supposed to assume? If they tell you that you can't misuse our reporting, you're going to assume that they think the reporting is useful. But it's not. And if they say you can't steal You can't steal other people's content without permission. Well, then why didn't you remove Mr. Thompson's channels during court? Because you know they were my content. You had to have. I told you. I sent you so many like come on. And come on. This goes on. I have like 6 pages of this. And this is one document. This is just the terms of service. And I have a huge assessment. You committed misprision, you fucks. Oh, and the courthouse. Well, I filed a declaration with the courthouse. When? Is there a date on here? There would be a date in the filing thing. It doesn't have a date. Interesting. Maybe wait. Oh, here it is. This one's signed. Wait, it's not dated though. Interesting. I forgot to date it. Whatever. I sent it out. I declared it on the. Let's see what this is. Let's see what it says. I would like to say that I was unable to e-file a motion last week requesting peremptory challenge for a new judge, and I was told that I needed to come into the courthouse to file, which I did. Aside from this issue regarding the incidents named in the complaint, I am stating under penalty of perjury that every word I wrote in the complaint is 100% accurate. It does not fully iterate the systematic abuse I sustained from Mr. Thompson and Holmes. They surveilled me using their cultivated group and systematically harassed me incessantly for years. After torturing me for the entire year of 2021, past February 28th, Mr. Thompson told me I was not to speak his name to anybody or he would resume the defamation campaign, which caused me irreparable harm similar to extortion for silence. This was a systematic and repetitive series of events. This was not a single act, nor was it 2 or 3. They targeted my building management and the HOA. They called my doctor and invoked his name, Dr. Barry Unger. They consistently said I was illegally using Vyvanse, a medication I was prescribed at the time. They coordinated with Drew Fortune, who lives in California. This was thousands of actions directed at me and meant to harm me to the point of suicide. Mr. Thompson expressed wanting to see me homeless many times and said I would be. I had lived in a stable home for over a decade before this occurred, and that was disrupted only after months of torture from Mr. Thompson and Mr. Holmes. There is no question that they targeted me. They absolutely targeted me, Mr. Thompson and Mr. Holmes. In fact, they uncovered a sober living house I was forced into and reported it to their followers. I subsequently got messages that I was being watched and reported on in the house by a roommate. It was actually a guy that worked there named Ian. That I didn't write that in there, but that's what it was. That's someone said Ian or Mike. Ian and Mike. I believe, I don't know if that's Ian Boltain or if that's Ian that was guy that worked at Thrive, or if Mike is my roommate there. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's true. I think it is because they brought up a drug, a medication that I don't recall saying anything about online by the time they had said it. Gabapentin is the name of the medication. Now, that's not the most vivid memory I have, but I do have a memory of that. They also said they would say I was streaming and I played music of almost all of it. And in the beginning, I was like, I can't believe, like, and yeah. It's like the Truman Show. It's like the Truman Show. But you guys have to go down because the people are counting on it. And I'm sorry, but you committed way too many crimes. I didn't even finish my declaration. It's that bad. It's that bad. And it's not going to be all good. There's not going to be all good. I promise you. It's not going to be all good. There's not going to be a settlement. It's going to be all good. I don't care. No. You're going to be arrested. The people that did this, that knew about this, and didn't do anything are going to be arrested 100%. All of them. Because it's not a joke. I don't care if you think it's funny, the Truman Show. No. You didn't. No. You had a chance to help people and you fucked them over. And now you're going to experience what you fucking did. The truth of it. And you'll be arrested. I'm telling you. I will make sure of it because it's true. And I know that you guys know about me. I mean, come on. I have the most airtight lawsuit against you for millions just in copyright damages, just in statutory copyright, probably, most likely, yeah, in millions in statutory fucking. So you think the emotional distress of the gang stalking efforts of several years isn't going to, you know, raise some eyebrows, maybe? You torture me for years on your platform and you don't allow it? Your lawyer's gaslighting me in court? The judge made a ruling after I told him I thought he was biased under California law, Civil Code 170, is it 0.6? The judge has to recuse himself the second he knows he's biased or is assumed to be biased by a plaintiff or I think defendant. You each get one. Mr. Whitaker went on to rule after knowing duly that I thought he was biased. Also, his court clerks conspired to not file motions with him. And the fact that he ruled so unjustly also is another indication that he's a crook. I mean, he blatantly ignored case law, like, and did nothing, no research. He didn't reference anything. I gave him 100 fucking photographs. He doesn't even mention one of them. Do you think I'm that stupid? See, that's the real problem, is that you did. Maybe you did somewhere, but I'm not. I'm not. And also, I'm not going away. Like, the way you got away with this, Google, is that you took whatever narrative that was being any gaslighting narrative, and those happen, right? Those happen in society that are happening, and you allowed it to go buck wild, didn't you? Yeah, you just let it go and go. Didn't you see I was suffering? Didn't you see that? Didn't you see that I was suffering under the guise that you were looking out for me? Why would I think that? Because you have a whole history of saying that you're good and that you help people and that you want to remove violating content, but you don't do it when you're sued, which means you're a fraud. Contractual, you guys are gone. If I nullify, which I'm telling you, trust me, don't think that I fucking, whatever. I mean, it's not like I'm the only person with this, by the way. A lot of people have it. A lot of people have it. A lot of people have it. So I think we're looking at a nullification of Google's contracts, probably in every single fucking thing. To be quite honest, I have 70 times 7. What's 70? No, sorry, 80, 90 times $750. That's just a copyright violation that Google owes me statutorily for G Drive, because they allowed Michael Thompson, a known copyright infringer, to publish 90 or so of my live stream clips up on there. And I have proof. I have documentary screenshot proof. And also, I have proof because I used those clips to get a pre-registration to all of my live streams. Provided that I make a movie, which I'm doing, about this whole experience with the footage, I own copyright to all of them since 9/28. Maybe I'll get earlier. Maybe I'll even get earlier based on some of the evidence. I would say I might. But that's not. So the copyright law has 2 damages, sometimes 3. Statutory, if you have a registration, you can sue, period. When you get the registration and it's infringed after you got the registration, let's say, then there's a statutory limit of $750 in fines. So if you give a pre-registration, you have to, you can sue. As soon as you know that you've gotten the pre-registration, then you know an infringement occurred on that pre-registration. So I got a pre-registration that I filed on 9/28/23, and I got it yesterday, or I think it was 2 days ago, maybe. And it said it was for all of my live streams, all of them, all of my YouTube live streams, depending, and it will come down to which live streams I put in my movie. It's not a movie; it's a docu-series, 9 hours long, called A Hollywood Story, the Todd Michael Schultz story. And it's pre-registered as of 9/28, which just means I filed a new copyright lawsuit against you. You probably know that, but yeah, this time I mean business. I mean, you guys went before a judge and said that I was not telling the truth, or you weren't acknowledging your own copyright violation. The Connor Tucker, the lawyer from Google, he tried to argue that they didn't even need jurisdiction. The judge said there's no precedent for that type of thing. Zero. There's no case law that's ever happened. And it's not correct. You do need jurisdiction. I can't rule if I don't have jurisdiction. And he denied Google a motion for dismissal with prejudice. He denied them. Now, they didn't even, honestly, any lawyer that's even had a day of law school should fucking know you need jurisdiction to rule. Otherwise, you can't. I knew it at the time. And I didn't know how to prove jurisdiction. But I knew when he said, so I screwed up in that case. I tried, but I couldn't prove federal jurisdiction at the time. Now I can't because copyright is. But at the time, I hadn't filed my copyrights, and the fact that he tried to argue he didn't need jurisdiction is a demonstration of the corruptitude. It's showing you the fact that that he argued that shows you he thought the judge was in on it. He thought that he's one of our guys. That's what he thought. Do you understand that? And he thought I wouldn't notice. He thought I wouldn't eventually wise up to that. Maybe he did. He probably didn't. Yeah, actually. No, he did. He didn't, and then he did. Once he did. He's a total crook. He's a total crook. Connor Tucker is a total crook, and he should be put in prison for misprision. He did. He knew about everything that was happening to me. Everything. Everything. And everything. Oh. So I guess we can close this out. I mean, I'm frankly disturbed, to say the very, very least, at Google, their entire corporation. Honestly, I'm sorry to say it, but it's really a rancid, rotten thing. And every fucking person on the board should be put in prison. One now, like immediately. That's how bad it is. For me alone, that's all I'm talking about. What they did to me should merit them in prison. They know about my lawsuit, and I'm honestly like not afraid of any of them. So I'm telling you, the public, Google's board is so corrupt, they belong in prison right now. All of them, every single one, for misprision at the very fucking least, let alone fraud. And that's the truth. You want the fucking gossip, the tea? That's the tea. That Google is the most corrupt organization on the planet. We all fucking dance around it. Let's just say it like it fucking is. The most corrupt fucking organization on the planet. And if there's still any fucking hackers who really want to fucking try me, go for it. Because you'll lose. I know that you have geeks on your fucking team. Don't get too geeky. I'll be right back. Seriously, guys. Come on.